Neha, as you have experienced failure in life and you have overpowered it, I wanted to ask this question, that there are many times one suffers from lots of failures. Failures can be in life, in family, in relationship, and many other ways. And one just get deeper and deeper into it because there is no one to talk to them, no one to guide them. So how you actually make your clients comfortable and then bring them out of this failure and make their life better once again?
Comfort is one of the most important things during these sessions because they come from a zone, from an environment wherein they are not too comfortable, wherein they are not too happy, wherein they are away from themselves. So what they want is they want an environment and they want a person who can listen to them and जिनसे वो अपने आप को completely share कर पाएं और express कर पाएं freely. Now when they are being listened, when they are being heard, they feel comfortable. At the same time, एक trust build up होना शुरू हो जाता है, right? आधी से ज़्यादा जो दुनिया है, उनको solution नहीं चाहिए अपनी ज़िंदगी में. They just want to be heard. They want to make sure that people listen to them. And the moment they are being heard, they feel that okay, I'm not alone, and I have people around who can help me or who are just there with me to support me, to probably guide me. And that's where the trust is built up and that's where they start feeling more and more comfortable. And जैसे जैसे comfortability बढ़ती जाती है, वैसे वैसे they start to open up more. And the more space they are creating within themselves, the more space they are getting outside as well.
Neha, let me go a bit deeper. You talked about mental challenges, emotional challenges, but at times these mental and emotional challenges actually appear on our face, on our body, on our physiology, okay? And phobia, anxiety, depression, this comes in and it is like a psychosomatic disorder. And this just does not affect the individual, but also their family. So I wanted to understand how you bring them out of this. This is very challenging. So how do you bring them out?
You said it very rightly, how whatever happens in the mind or in my system and that starts to reflect in the physiology. Now what happens is हमें लगता है कि सिर्फ mental stress नाम की एक चीज़ होती है, पर ऐसा नहीं है. कई बार क्या होता है कि किसी ने मुझे कोई बात बोल दी और वो बात मेरे माइंड में कितनी बार रिपीट हो रही है और जितनी बार वो रिपीट हो रही है उतना ही वो पैटर्न बन रहा है. I'll give you an example. मुझे किसी ने कुछ बुरा भला बोल दिया, अच्छा नहीं बोला, कुछ बुरी बात बोल दी मेरे को, अब वो मुझे हर्ट हो गई. अब वो हर्ट जो मेरे अंदर कोई बात हुई है, वो उस बात को मैं कितनी बार अपने माइंड में सोच जा रही हूँ, दिन में सोच रही हूँ, रात को सोच रही हूँ, चलते फिरते सोच रही हूँ. अब वो मेरे कंट्रोल में नहीं है बिकॉज दैट इज ऑल हैपनिंग सबकॉन्शियसली. मैं कॉन्शियसली नहीं सोच रही हूँ उसके बारे में, पर अपने आप वो थॉट आई जा रही है बिकॉज द इमोशन अटैच्ड वॉज हर्ट और मे बी द इमोशन अटैच्ड वॉज गिल्ट और मे बी रिग्रेट. तो वो जो इमोशन और जो थॉट जो अटैच्ड हैं, when that starts to repeat again and again and again in our mind, that becomes a pattern. Now that pattern will start to reflect in a different way. Now that will come either in the form of anxiety or in the form of depression or in any other form, maybe phobia, right? And they don't come just in a month or two or so. कभी-कभी बहुत सारे लोगों की ऐसी challenges होते हैं जो बहुत बचपन से उनके साथ चल रहे हैं. I'll give you an example. One of my client, she had an anxiety attack. और उनकी मदर मेरे पास आई, उन्होंने बोला कि इनको अटैक आ रहे हैं और शी इज़ नॉट फीलिंग गुड, शी हैज़ पैनिक अटैक्स और डॉक्टर ने बोला इनको प्राणायाम करने के लिए. आई वाज लाइक ओके, लेट्स डू दैट, लेट्स वी कैन फॉलो योगा एंड प्राणायाम एज वेल, बट लेट मी वर्क ऑन हर फर्स्ट, लेट मी वर्क ऑन हर मेंटल स्टेट फर्स्ट. जब मैंने उनसे बात करी काफ़ी देर तक, उनको अंडरस्टैंड करा, उनके 2-4 सेशंस लिए, तब उन्होंने मुझे बताया कि she is actually suffering from depersonalization. Depersonalization means कि मैं अपने आप से रिलेट ही नहीं कर पा रही हूँ. मुझे लगता है कि पूरी दुनिया बाहर जितनी भी है, that is an illusion world. Now, how to deal with that? So either, of course, I can make them do an NLP technique. I can make them go deeper and understand कि जो illusion वाला world है, create कहाँ से हो रहा है. Then I got to know when she was 4 or 5 years old. She started to read books, novels पढ़नी शुरू करी और जब वो novels पढ़नी शुरू करी तो novels पढ़ते पढ़ते एक imaginary world बन गया और वो इतना strong imaginary world बन गया कि she was not able to take her own decisions. she lost her own identity. She started following what she was reading in the novels, right? Depersonalization का मतलब simple ये था कि वो अपने आप से दूर होती गई वो लड़की, और वो अपनी बॉडी से और अपनी सराउंडिंग से भी दूर होती गई. So what I did with her, I just did not apply the NLP techniques. I made her do a little of yoga as well, a little of pranayama as well. The moment she started to connect with her own body, with her own self, with her own identity, when she started to see her real transformative image, that was the time when she got a better clarity of what's happening around. And within 3 days, अपने आप ही उनके panic attacks कम हो गए, अपने आप ही anxiety खत्म हो गई, and even जो medicines ले रही थी वो भी with time over हो गई. So I never ask my client to stop the medicines. They can continue with it. But the moment they come with me during the sessions, they be in the sessions and they take the techniques, they understand the techniques. It just happens all subconsciously. So either anybody is suffering from phobia. So phobia is not probably just of एक या 2 महीने पुराना नहीं हो सकता, 1 साल पुराना नहीं हो सकता. Probably बचपन में कुछ हुआ उसके साथ और वो अभी तक mentally ये हमें पता नहीं लगेगा शायद, you know, it cannot be proved maybe. ये शायद मुझे दिखेगा नहीं, MRI में नहीं दिखेगा कि क्या वो thought मेरे अंदर चल रही है. But what happens is कि वो thought मेरे अंदर repeat हो ही जा रही है subconsciously 1 बार 2 बार 4 बार. And सोचो बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं इस दुनिया में जो कितने सालों का स्ट्रेस, कितने सालों की इमोशंस, कितने सालों के थॉट्स कैरी फॉरवर्ड करे जा रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से उनका पास्ट, प्रेजेंट, फ्यूचर, इट्स ऑल आउट ऑफ अलाइनमेंट. एंड दैट्स व्हेन दीज पैटर्न्स दे डेवलप, and that's how they start to show in the physiology in the form of these sort of diseases. आपने तो सिर्फ 3 चीजों का नाम लिए हैं. There are so many other things. One of the example is people get into smoking, or maybe people also become chain smokers. Why does that happen? Because they start to find relaxation in smoking. और उनको लगता है कि शायद रिलैक्सेशन के साथ मैं उसको अटैच करूंगा या करूंगी तो मैं उससे दूर हो जाऊंगी, मैं अपने स्ट्रेस से दूर हो जाऊंगी. बट एक्चुअली में अंदर सिस्टम कैसे बिगड़ रहा है. You also know smoking, on the cover of a cigarette packet as well, it is very clearly written that it is injurious to health, my mental health, my emotional health. So how is it actually helping? So this is how I deal with my clients. I make them go deeper into themselves, take them go back as much as I can, at least till they were 1 or 2 years old, if I can. अगर वो challenge वहाँ से आ रहा है, और the moment I get to the roots of it, I replace it. NLP is all about replacing the emotions. It's not about removing an emotion, because our body is very balanced. When you see the nature is very balanced. The seasons are very balanced. So is our body. So the brain also needs to be balanced with the emotions and the thoughts. So basically, this is how I deal with these kind of situations.
Neha, you talked about alignment, and what I know is that you are a strong believer of alignment, the idea of alignment, and this has been your signature this year. And even your brand name is Nekagrata. So can you just talk a bit more about the same?
Well, I'll be more than happy to tell you about Nekagrata. Nekagrata has come from 2 words. One is Neha, that's my name, and then other word is Ekagrata. Ekagrata means concentration, and here in the brand name it means the concentration on the vision. What vision you are having in your life? Where are you heading in your life? Yeah. अगर आपने गुरु द्रोणाचार्य की स्टोरी सुनी हो, wherein he calls all his students, all his disciples, and asks them to just hit the bird's eyeball. And कोई बोलता है कि हमें चिड़िया दिख रही है, कोई बोलता है हमें पेड़ दिख रहा है. Then comes Arjun and he says, all I can see is the bird's eyeball. That is the clarity and that is the concentration one should have on his or her vision. मुझे यहाँ से लद्दाख जाना है तो मुझे बीच में और कोई चीज़ नहीं दिखाई देगी. I only know one thing, that is Ladakh. That's it. Nothing else. Maybe yes, there may be good surroundings around. I may get excited to stay there for a little while, and that's what happens with people as well. वो एक विजन पे चल रहे हैं, वो एक ड्रीम को लेकर चल रहे हैं, लेकिन अचानक से उनको बीच में कुछ दिख जाता है, कुछ एक्साइटिंग दिख जाता है, कुछ अट्रैक्ट करता है, and then they settle down there, and then they sort of lose their vision, or maybe that's how they want to look forward for their life. But here, people can get a better vision and reach their vision only once they're aligned. Alignment means alignment of the thoughts, of the emotions, alignment of my past, present and future. जहाँ पर जब मैं चिड़िया की आँख को देख रही हूँ, मुझे और कुछ भी दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. जब मेरा कंसंट्रेशन उस लेवल का हो जाएगा अपनी लाइफ में, चाहे वो मैं NLP के जरिए करूँ या योगा के जरिए करूँ, तब कहीं ना कहीं वो अपने विजन पर बहुत फ्रूटफुली पहुंच पाएंगे, इफेक्टिवली उसको पूरा कर पाएंगे, और साथ के साथ कहीं ना कहीं उनको लगेगा कि they were always, morning till evening, they were always aligned with themselves. And the more we are aligned with ourselves, जितनी मैं अपने साथ जुड़ी हुई हूँ, उतनी ही मेरे अंदर स्पेस खाली होती है ताकि I can attract the best in the life. चाहे वो पैसा हो, चाहे वो अच्छी रिलेशनशिप हो, चाहे वो करियर हो, चाहे वो कुछ भी हो लाइफ में, जो भी मुझे अट्रैक्ट करना है वो मैं तभी कर पाऊंगी अपनी लाइफ में जब मैंने अपनी अंदर एक स्पेस क्रिएट कर दी है. राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट नेकाग्रता इज ऑल अबाउट, एंड इट इज नेकाग्रता अलाइन एंड अट्रैक्ट.
Neha, our conversation was very insightful for me. I think I have myself learned a lot, and the best part is that there are spiritual leaders, there are people who work for science.
Right.
But in your discussion, in your conversation, I see the merger of both. It's both spirituality and the idea of science,
Absolutely.
which is simply fantastic for me. And I believe that whoever takes sessions from you or whoever attends your workshop will be a totally transformed man, not just in his career but also in his life, which is simply wonderful. And I must say that Nekagrata is not just a wonderful thing for yourself but for the whole community, and it's very impressive the way you are taking it forward, and I just want to wish you a good luck for this endeavor, and all the best.
I met Neha. I got to know from one of my friend that Neha is a counselor, she's a NLP expert, right? She's a coach. So it was in my mind since very long that I needed a coach in my life, so I can learn some things, so I can implement into my daily lifestyle, so I can change my perception towards being negative to positive. And anyhow, I got Neha as my coach, as a counselor, be it me who's impacting my entire life, or be it my wife due to which I'm getting impacted, right? So we opened up slowly all the things, what exactly is the root of the problem. We went to the root of the problem. So it happened, first of all, we went to the root, and then we started healing particular layers. We started working on all these things, and she implied some NLP techniques, and that was really very fruitful. I started feeling the change immediately, like on the same day. I felt the change. It has a great impact. It changed all the negative emotions to the positive, right? Like you can say, it defined me. It gave me a new meaning, so that I can see life from a different perspective. First of all, I want to talk about my relationship with my wife. Till last year, the relationship. I was in marriage for the last 5 years, right? By the way, now I have a kid as well, 4 years old. So my relationship is getting deteriorated day by day because of daily quarrels between me and my wife. वो reason उसके पीछे तो maximum यही था कि I was not feeling comfortable because of her, the way she behaves with me, basically the way she behaves with the kid, the way that she is not giving attention to me and myself and the kid as well. So slowly, मैंने ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि सब कुछ खत्म करके अंदर से मैंने मार के then I experience कि भाई सब कुछ change हो जाएगा, नहीं. But I started doing daily basis पे, I started doing small things for her. So over the period of time, last 3 महीने में, I saw कि भाई उसके अंदर भी changes आ रहे हैं. I started feeling the kind of love again in my life, right? And the kids, मेरा जो बच्चे का reaction है towards our relation, because earlier it was really bad. She wanted us to stop fighting. She wanted us to stop shouting at each other. और वो सहम जाती थी पहले. और कहीं कहीं ऐसा भी हुआ है कि fight थोड़ा हमारा physical भी हो गया, right? दोनों तरफ से. So it was really bad for a relationship. And वो जब in front of the kid, it's really impacting a great impact on her mind, right? But for the last 3 months, I can feel a change. I can feel a change मेरे wife का behavior as well as मेरी बेटी का behavior में भी, right? उसके अंदर भी I can see now सहमति नहीं है. This was about the relationship thing, which got a huge change since I met Neha. And every day, the major thing which is changed in me is I started taking responsibility of my acts. I started taking responsibility of the things which I really want to do, right? So जब से मैं responsibility लेना शुरू किया, मुझे लगा कि लाइफ जो है वो मेरे कंट्रोल में आ गई है. पहले जो लाइफ हर रोज मेरे हाथ से फिसल रही थी, वो सब चीज चेंज हो गया. Now it is in my control. Every day I can make the change myself now, right? इसका impact इतना बड़ा हो गया. और even intention, talking about intention, आजकल जब भी कोई नेगेटिव थॉट माइंड में आता है, उसको मैं एकदम पॉजिटिव में कन्वर्ट करके उसके ऊपर काइंड ऑफ ओवरलैप कर देता हूँ. और उसका इम्पैक्ट क्या है? आई कैन फील द चेंज इमीडिएटली इन माई इमोशंस. आई कैन फील द चेंज इमीडिएटली इन द सिचुएशन. इवन उसका इम्पैक्ट उस सिचुएशन तक पहुँचता है. दैट वाज रियली वंडरफुल.